goals against average and an .897 save percentage. Well, puck is dropped and we're underway here as the Lancers have already entered the attacking zone. Quickly taken away there. Moving up ice. Hong got that one into their attacking zone. Baker fetches that one in the corner. Leaves that one for Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Tried the outlet pass to Cameron. Couldn't connect. Bounce off the boards. Mishandled by Rinzel. Cameron had a chance there, but Lindbergh swooped it up. Moved back out. Shed at the red line. Tips off the skates and Mitchell turns the puck over. Lindbergh with it. Moves that one towards the outside. Hong with it. He'll just dump that one in. Waterloo makes their first change of defensive lines there. That one poked along. Romer leaves it for Mitchell. Mitchell into the attacking zone, coming in towards the slot. Still with it. Whiffed on the shot there. That one misses short side, and he'll head to the bench for his first line change. Cameron fighting for it in the corner. Jared Wright hangs around the outskirts. O'Connor coming in to pinch, holds the zone. Still trying to get possession of the bouncing puck. Hacking away at it there is O'Connor and Rinzel. As Wright comes out with the possession, trying to move it out to Bump. Now with Winters with it below the goal line. He'll round it out towards the blue line. Send that one across. Trying to find O'Connor there. Taking off the puck. And moving the other way now are the Blackhawks. Waldron pickpocketed there by Bump. Bump heading right back into the attacking zone. Toe drags there. Waiting for a passing lane. He'll just dump that one in. Backhand along now. Wiley held up against the boards. Picked up there by Waldron. Backhanded across. Reiners into the attacking zone here for the Blackhawks. Coming in. Pass out front there. Tipped. That one unable to get buried by Ray Fust. Backhanded in. Fuss rushes to the corner. Winters lays the body on him. Tries to poke that one along. Brown kicking it around a bit. He'll backhand that one in down low. Waldron going after it with Picozzi now. Wright trying to hammer this one loose. Finally spits out. O'Connor leaves it there for Bump. Bump sends that one along. Pawed down by Wright in the neutral zone. He'll take the body there as he's knocked off the puck. And that one gets into the corner. Waldron with it. Takes that one around the net. Nearly pickpocketed by Rowe. Rowe comes out with the possession but forced back out into the neutral zone. Waits for his players to get onside. Sends that one in. Just missing the net by a hair there. And now in the corner. Robertson fighting for it with Trunda. Robertson comes out with it. Clears it out of the zone. That one batted down by Razzie. Into the attacking zone. Doesn't have much to pass to. Big rebound given up there by Heaney. Slap back. Benoit with it. Now to Elias. Back over to Benoit. Near side. Stretch pass up. Finds Trunda. He gets leveled there by Ness at the red line. As Procius picks that one up, and it looks like we're going to have a hit from behind on Tucker Ness for the hit on Tomas Trunda. And I'll even tell you that's not a very good call there, as I really think Trunda actually turned the back to him in open ice. But hey, we'll take the man advantage, and we're going to get it here 2.5 minutes in. 2 minutes up on the clock for Ness's hit from behind. Penalty, 17:30 left to play in the first. For it, trying to hold it there. The Lancers poked out to Paladichuk. One-timer there by Gasso. Save made. Rebound opportunity. Cambarian. Another shot. Another save. Back down. Loose in front of the net. Still trying to hammer away at it. Pass making. Save after save. Still loose. Pokes out. And the Lancers keep it out of their net for now. 30 seconds left in the PK. Shot there. Save made. Loose puck. Can't bury it as that one rings off the post. Back out, Paladichuk. Drops that one there for Link. Link to Paladichuk. To Gasso, down low, rips a shot. Save made as Pash hangs on to that one. And my, oh my, about 7 or 8 saves over the span of 7 or 8 seconds for Kevin Pash. 13:33 left here in the third. Smolin through the neutral zone. Knocked off the puck. Wright picks it up. He's got Bump heading in with it. Coming in now, backdoor pass, Bump with a shot, and he scores! Alex Bump ties it up here. 10:20 left to play in the first, and Jared Wright the assist on that one. So the Fargo lead doesn't last long here, as just 3 minutes later the Lancers strike back. Alex Bump picking up his first goal of the 2022 Clark Cup playoffs. Jared Wright picking up his second point in the process on the one-timer there. Right past the blocker of Loudenhog. Thompson across, one-timer there, kick save made, rebound. Another shot there, knocked away. And that one picked up there by Diacono as he lays a huge hit there. As Fernandez can't hold his own, Benoit takes him off the puck. Moving in the other way is Diacono, rips a shot there and he scores! Frank Diacono, what a sequence! The big hit in the defensive zone carries that one all the way down. Roofs it over the blocker hand to Cameron Whitehead. The Lancers tie this one up 9 minutes into the second period of play. And give Frankie D'Ancona his 4th of the season. Benoit takes Fernandez off the puck. Carrying it in there was D'Ancona. Roofs that one. A beautiful shot right over the blocker of Whitehead to lock this one up at 2 goals apiece. Makes a move there through the neutral zone slowly. Gets that one into the zone and chases. Marinoff coming out of his net, nearly interfered with by Winters. Whiffed on the clear attempt there. Trying to get out was Huggins. Cameron with it, backdoor shot there, and he scores! Cam Mitchell on the one-timer. 14:27 left here in the third, a power play goal. Lancers back up by 3. What started as a bouncing puck that no one seemed to want possession of, spit out, found Michael Cameron as he found Cam Mitchell on the back door for the one-timer. Morgan Winters picking up the secondary on that one, and we got ourselves a 4-1 game. 3:40 left in the overtime period, and so far it's been all Omaha. Garrett Wright coming in, shot there, and he scores! Garrett Wright, a miraculous comeback here for the Omaha Lancers, trailing 4-1, heading into the third period of play, and cap off a 5-4 overtime victory here at Ralston Arena. Unbelievable. We swept the weekend. We beat Lincoln 2-1 last night, and we cap it off with a win over the Sioux City Musketeers by a score of 5-4. Garrett Wright responsible for the game-tying goal with 24 seconds left, and then buries the game winner there in overtime. Absolutely incredible. The other way. Mitchell rushing in. He's got Drew Skinnis to beat. Forced to the outside, looking for a passing lane. He gets roughed off the puck. Cameron scoops it up there. Quick out-angle shot there. Tip still loose in the goal crease, and he scores! The captain, Cam Mitchell, pulls the Lancers up by 1 here just over 3 minutes in. We got ourselves a 1-0 lead. 16:44 left to play in the first. Ranishitz made the save on the odd angle shot from Michael Cameron, just couldn't find it in his goal crease. Luckily, Cam Mitchell was right there to hammer that one home, and just like that, we're up 1-0. Gets that one back into the attacking zone. McLaughlin tried to pass out front there, sticked away, pawed down by James, still loose, and Shed finally picks up the loose puck. Moves that one out. Werner with it into the attacking zone. Sends that one across. Trunda with the puck. Back to there to Cameron. Shot there, and he scores. Michael Cameron ties this one up. 15-18 remaining here in the second period of play. And Tomas Trunda the primary assist on that one. Just a tic-tac-toe play there, started by Evan Werner, got it into the attacking zone, found Tomas Trunda, who then found Michael Cameron in down low, made the move on Axel Mangbo, and scored down low. Left in the overtime period, Hedden with it now. And he's going to take this one in by himself, coming in towards that slap shot there, and he scores! Chris Hedden, his second one of the night, and his third one of the weekend, comes in a game-winning fashion here in overtime. Just 1:29 into the overtime period. Lancers cap off the weekend with 3 points and a victory over the Sioux Falls Stampede. So after falling to the Waterloo Blackhawks last night in a shootout, we take down the Sioux Falls Stampede thanks to Chris Hedden beating Isaac Posh 5-hole. He had a power play goal in last night's matchup against Waterloo, had a power play goal here tonight to make it a 2-1 game. And then he picked up the overtime game winner there. All right, welcome Omaha Lancers hockey fans. We are coming at you live from inside Liberty First Credit Union Arena for this Western Conference matchup between the number 3 Omaha Lancers and the number 8 Sioux Falls Stampede. I'm Nick Blaesser. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'll be bringing you all the exciting play-by-play as the Lancers trying to get 2 points out of tonight's matchup to bounce back up into second place over the Sioux City Musketeers. Now, last night, our Lancers traveled over to Waterloo to take on the Blackhawks, and that game started out just like we wanted it to. I remember we were sitting in the hotel down in the lobby having a meeting before heading over to the rink, and Coach Gary Graham was telling the team, we need to come out hard against these guys. We cannot come out soft, because this is a team, these Omaha Lancers like to come out in the first period, kind of figure things out, and then come out hard in the second, sometimes not even until the third, and kind of climb out of the hole they dig themselves in. He said, we cannot be doing that anymore. We need to come out hard out of the gate, in which we did. Now, throughout the first period, it started out as a 0-0 tie through 20 minutes. Now, we had the Blackhawks outshot by a count of 10-6. Then in the second period, that's when the scoring ramped up for both teams. It started out with Waterloo actually breaking the silence first. It was Gavin O'Connell with the assist from Cooper Wiley, giving O'Connell his third goal of the season. That came just over the halfway point of the matchup, making it a 1-0 game in favor of the Blackhawks. Now, it only took the Lancers just 3 minutes to come back, 13:04 into that second period. Morgan Winters netted his 9th of the season, bringing his point streak up to 5 games. Owen Fowler and Matt Romer with the assists on that one. That was a nice shot from the high slot through a little bit of traffic and managed to beat Emmett Crateau, blocker side, knotted up at 1 apiece. Then just over a minute later, Chris Hedden decided to get in on the action on the man advantage. Michael Cameron picked up the puck there in the corner, moved it up to the hash marks where Jarrett Wright was. He was able to find Chris Hedden smack in the middle of the ice out at the blue line. He launched a shot from about 55 feet, made its way through about 5 or 6 bodies somehow, and then snuck right past the blocker Crateau once again to take the 2-1 lead. Now, we had that 2-1 lead through the conclusion of that second period of play, and it wasn't until 14:40 into the third period where Garrett Shifsky, the number 1 point getter for the Blackhawks, who had been silenced up until that point, netted his 18th of the season, with Tyler Proshush and John Jeanette picking up the assists on that one. That made it a 2-2 game with just over 5 minutes left to play. Now, that tie ended up going into overtime. We had a lot of action in our offensive zone there to close out the final minute of regulation. Just couldn't get any pucks past Crateau, who played a phenomenal game, as well as Kevin Pash. It was a great goaltender battle last night. Now, when that overtime period started, we came out with the possession. We were able to get the puck up to Garrett Wright, who carried it in on a very nice scoring chance, nearly picked the upper corner blocker side once again on Crateau, but missed by just a hair. That turned into a Waterloo possession, and they hung on to the puck for the next 3.5 minutes before the Lancers had a possession once again. And Cam Mitchell started out that overtime period as the centerman. He didn't get off the ice for 2.5 minutes because he could just not find an opportunity to do so. They came in, got a nice scoring chance on Kevin Pash, which resulted in a save, and that was actually the only shot on goal throughout that overtime period. Now, obviously, that overtime period ended in still a 2-2 tie, which means for the second time this season, the Waterloo Blackhawks and the Omaha Lancers went into a shootout. Now, last time, the Lancers picked up the shootout win back on October 15th of 2021 here in Omaha. So we decided to go into a shootout last night. The top 3 shooters for both squads. For us, it was Morgan Winters, Owen Fowler, and Michael Cameron. For them, it was Garrett Shifsky, Jake Rossi, and Ray Fuss. All 3 of them shut down by the goaltenders. It wasn't until round 4 where the Blackhawks broke the silence. Now, round 4 started out with a shot from Garrett Wright, tried to go 5-hole on Crateau, and he was able to close the legs quick enough to stop the shot. So that moved the Lancers to 0 for 4 in the shootout so far. So it was one of those situations where if Gavin O'Connell, who was responsible for the first Waterloo goal of the night, can score on Kevin Pash, Waterloo would take the victory. He came in with forehand, backhand, beat Kevin Pash right beside his left skate, in between his skate and the post, had just a puck width to get it through, and he managed to thread the needle perfectly to seal the win for the Waterloo Blackhawks. Now, the Lancers still came out with a point in that game, so it's hard to complain. You know, as long as we just keep getting points, now that we're over the halfway point of the season, we should be sitting pretty heading into playoff time, but that's still a ways away. But we're currently sitting in third place, 1 point underneath the Sioux City Musketeers. Then way up in first place with 57 points is still the Tri-City Storm, who are currently on a 10-game win streak. As for the Sioux Falls Stampede, they took on the Sioux City Musketeers last night. We were praying for a Sioux Falls victory so that we could take the step up, as we were tied at 40 points after last night. But that was a barn burner of a game, resulting in a 7-4 win for the Sioux City Musketeers. Scoring started just 2 minutes into the matchup, and the final Sioux City goal was scored with just a minute and a half left in regulation to cap off an empty netter to make it a 3-goal victory. In that one, Alex Tracy was given the win. He stopped 22 pucks on 26 shots, and Noah Grannon was given the loss for the Stampede, making 31 saves on 37 shots. Now we have a lot of action going on around the league tonight. The Des Moines Buccaneers taking on the Fargo Force. They're getting set to drop puck there at Shields Arena. The Sioux City Musketeers taking on those Waterloo Blackhawks we did last night. Team USA taking on the Youngstown Phantoms. They don't drop puck until 7:05. Obviously, we have our Lancers of the Stampede. The Muskegon Lumberjacks taking on the Green Bay Gamblers once again. Lumberjacks looking to go 2-0 on the weekend. The Dubuque Fighting Saints taking on the Madison Capitals. And then lastly, the Chicago Steel are taking on the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Well, that will do it for our pregame show here. Puck is set to drop in just over 5 minutes, so we'll be back in 4 or 5 minutes to touch up on the starting five for both squads, and then we'll be ready for puck drop. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to Lancers Hockey right here on MixLR and Hockey TV.